Hello, this is Chuck Hester from WRAL TechWire and another profile for the NC Tech Startups to Watch for 2024. Today, I've got Aaron Fisher, who is the president of the Security Innovations Group. Very cool group, and we'll get into that. Aaron, we appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. So, talk to me a little bit about your background, how you got started,
Sure.
and when Security Innovations Group came about.
Okay, great. So, Security Innovations Group, we call ourselves SIG for short to make it easier. We are founded by a number of folks who have both military and State Department backgrounds. We have seen a need for in the emergency response space to be able to track personnel, particularly in areas where cellular is not available. We founded in North Carolina last summer, and it's been a whirlwind so far.
That's awesome. So describe your services because I was talking to you earlier.
Sure.
I really appreciate what you do, but describe the services so people know what SIG's all about.
Thanks. All right. So we have a number of different products, but our flagship program is called Florian, which is named after the patron saint of firefighters. And it is a software as a service, a platform that has a map. It's interactive. You're able to see dots on a screen, which will represent people holding either a cellular device, a radium device. We also now have an ability to show where drones are in the area to alert if there's an emergency where you don't want drones to film it, or if there's a drone that's part of an operation, you'll know exactly where they are. And then we're also able to lay out waypoints as a person is going into an area where communication is low or they're unfamiliar with the area. They can also pull up a map on their screen to see where the next station is to check in, where to receive water, where to get supplies. And it's really something that we can deploy very quickly, especially in an emergency. But then there are also situations where it's something that's just a part of regular operational tempo.
That's excellent. With what you're telling me, your customers are fire departments and what else?
Police departments, the federal government, FEMA, State Department. Most of our utilization is intended for the United States, but we can also work overseas as well.
It's excellent. And you said last summer, and it's been a whirlwind.
It
So
has been a
what
whirlwind. So
what's
yeah, we
what's
it was a conversation that we see a gap. I ran the geospatial tracking program for the State Department for many years, and it's interesting to see what's out there and being able to have a common operating picture to see where everything is, being able to interact with it, being able to communicate when cellular is not available, sending small text messages back and forth. Those things are not, they don't exist in one particular spot. And so that's what Florian was built to do, to take all of that data, all of that situational awareness and put it on one screen to make it easier for the directors of operations to know what to do.
and how did you get your funding?
So we're entirely self-funded, but that will likely need to change because we are cloud-based and AWS gets expensive depending on how much data it's using. So we are looking into funding for the next round.
Fair enough. And do you have a target as far as the dollar amount that you're looking for?
We're still in discussion with that. It really varies completely on AWS and how much data is coming through. So we're working on that.
Well, fair enough. And my last question here is the VC and the startup community that in North Carolina. What's your take on it? How is it for someone that's coming in, as you said, a summer whirlwind, basically? But
It, it,
how is it the community?
So I would it's really amazing. So living in the DC area where there are so many competing technology companies, it can be really challenging to stand out. But in North Carolina, and particularly East North Carolina, there has been so much outreach. There's a Eastern North Carolina Alliance that's been very helpful. There's a number of different programs. I feel that we can reach out to really anyone, even the local. Universities, particularly ECU, has been very helpful. And, if we need staff, if we need to get the word out, run technology by these different folks. It's been fantastic. And we're really looking forward to the event in Raleigh on December 3rd to meet other VC partners and other local businesses and see what kind of partnerships we can develop.
It's excellent. I'm looking forward to meeting you there. I'll be covering the event
Okay, great.
along with the other 9 award winners. Again, congratulations to
Thank
you
you.
and your partners
Thank you.
on some really cool, I think, stuff that you do is very, very important. And you mentioned Eastern North Carolina with that and everything else going on around the country.
Yes.
Very important stuff that you're doing. So thank you, Aaron. Thank you for your
Thank you.
service.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.